All right, what up, YouTube? This is the Crisscross Show. This is your host, Chris. Um, one thing, uh, kind of like a recap from last week. Um, as you guys know, I gave my football predictions. If you watched the first episode last week, kind of in a different setting today. I'm in my living room watching the Bills and the Texans game right now. It is currently 16-19 with 2 minutes and 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Um, so last week I gave my football predictions. Um, I said that my week 17 predictions, I gave you 5 games. I gave you the Cowboys, Redskins. I gave you the Eagles and the Giants, 49ers, and Seahawks. Sorry, I had a burp there. Saints and the Panthers, and then the Packers and the Lions. So, not to brag, but I went 5 for 5 last week. And I'm feeling really good about that. No, honestly. So let's start off with the Saints and the Panthers. I said last week on the show, um, I said it would be a 30-10 game, Saints winning. It ended up being a blowout, like Saints won like 41-10 or something. So I was pretty spot on with that one. I said that they wanted to get Breeze out of there as quickly as possible. So they just wanted to give him the good stuff. So that's what happened. Um, also, Packers Lions. I said it was going to be close. I said it was going to be a 20, 24-17 game. Packers just ended up squeezing out a victory, even though they were down by like 10 plus midway through the game. Aaron Rodgers worked his magic again. So I was right on that one. Also, Cowboys Redskins. I forgot the score I gave, but I said it was going to be close. It ended up being a blowout in the Cowboys' favor, but I was right that they were going to win. Eagles and Giants. I said it was going to be close. I said it was going to be 17-10. Eagles winning. It was close at one point, but then it ended up not being close. Eagles ended up just lighting it up at one point in the third quarter against the Giants. That's typically what happens to the Giants, at least since their last playoff appearance. 49ers and Seahawks, I said that game was going to be close. It actually was close. I said 23-20 with the 49ers winning. 49ers did end up winning, which was odd. And I knew they were going to win, but, like I said, I love Jimmy Garoppolo, but whatever. So those are my predictions for the game. I was pretty much spot on with those. I'm really, really proud of that. Also, I wanted to get into my, since I'm riding high on a 5-0 weekend last weekend, I want to give my predictions for the wild card. In my episodes, in the episode I filmed earlier, that, ended up not saving or something, I did say, for this game, the Bills and the Texans, I did say that Bills are going to win 17-10. I did say it was going to be close. Right now it is currently 16-19. Not looking great right now, but Bills are inside the 30 with the ball. Let's see what they do. He's sacked. Roughing the passer, I think. But anyways, like I said, I'm still going with my prediction. I do think the Bills are still going to win. I can't, even though it's looking really good for the Texans right now, I do think the Bills are somehow going to squeeze out a win if they get this flag in their favor. But anyways, Patriots Texans or Patriots Titans. I do think the Patriots are going to win. I heard a stat saying that Ryan Tannehill is 0-6 at New England and plays terrible. So I'm confident that the Patriots are probably going to win tonight. They're at Gillette Stadium, so I doubt. Nobody goes to Gillette Stadium in January and wins very often. So, well, I'm going to hear this. Wow, intentional grounding. That is, how is that intentional grounding? He passed it to a guy. So anyways, sorry I got distracted for about a minute. Um, so my prediction for the Patriots, like I said, for the Patriots Titans, I think it's going to be 24-10. I don't know if I gave it another score earlier, but I do say 24-10. I do think the Patriots are going to win convincingly. Um, I do think the Titans need to kind of pick a quarterback. They're always switching between Marcus Mariota and Ryan Tannehill. So, that inconsistency, and plus Ryan Tannehill has a history of not doing well in New England. So that's my prediction. Tomorrow, I do think, tomorrow for the Saints and the Vikings, I do think the Vikings are going to get whooped 30-17. I do think Kirk Cousins has a lot of weapons, but I don't think they're going to win in New Orleans. That's just me. That's what I think. I do think Drew Brees is ready. I saw a video of him getting a haircut in a local barbershop in New Orleans. So he looks ready. He looks good. I'm confident with that. I want, as much as I want Kirk Cousins to win, I doubt it. Anyways, what else? What else do I got? Seahawks, Eagles. That's an interesting one for me. I do think the Eagles are going to lose at home, and I do think it's going to be pretty close. I think I'm going to give it 24-17, maybe even lower, just because it's in Philadelphia. It's cold. You can't really throw the ball in cold weather. That's why the running game is really, really important come January, because it's just you can't throw the ball as much as you want. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's lower, but I'm going to go 24-17 in favor of the Seahawks. I do think right now Russell Wilson is a better quarterback. Maybe next year Carson Wentz, when he gets some weapons, he'll be a ton better. But as of right now, Russell Wilson has had a great season. Carson Wentz has kind of just been trying to get back to work, get back to it. So I'm going to go with Seahawks in this one. I do think Seahawks are going to win, so that's what I'm going with right now. Anyways, I wanted to get into my a thing that I've been hearing this week about Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. Is this the end of Tom Brady? Tom Brady doesn't have a contract, at least for next year, which looks bad, him being a 6-time champion. And I heard he's going to go to LA, the LA Chargers, because, they're getting rid of Phillip Rivers. And my one prediction is why? Why are they going to get rid of Phillip Rivers and add Tom Brady to a very inconsistent team? Not well coached, not really well run. I mean, they're in LA. Yes, it's nice and everything, but it's Tom Brady wants to win. If he wants to at least win a couple more games, LA is not the way to go. Because on any given night, you'll be the 6th best team in the city of Los Angeles, because you got the Lakers, you got the Clippers, you got the colleges in there, you got the LA Kings, you got the Dodgers, the Angels. You're not going to be the most popular. One that I am going with and sticking with, I do believe Tom Brady would benefit more going to Indianapolis. I heard that Indianapolis did not commit to Jacob Brissett, so I'm going to go that, it looks good. I mean, going to Indianapolis, you're still in the AFC. You're in the East Coast. You're in a dome. It's just a lot, in my opinion, a lot better to go to Indianapolis. I mean, they got a great culture. I mean, they finished like 8-8 or 7-9 this year with Jacob Brissett. So that's my opinion. I do believe that if Tom Brady is going to move on from the Patriots after this year, Indianapolis is the way to go. I mean, Indianapolis is small. It's local. It's great. In my opinion, I think it's great for them. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with that. It's better for them to just. It's better for Tom Brady to just go to Indianapolis if he does leave. I don't see him leaving personally. I don't see him leaving at all. But if there's that slight chance that he does leave, I would rather have him go to Indianapolis because they haven't committed to Jacob Brissett, so why not bring Tom Brady in for the next 3 years, win a couple games, make the AFC Championship game maybe one or two times, and just send him off from there. He may not win because he's 42 years old, and if he wants to play till he's 45, I don't know, but that's just my opinion. I like Tom Brady. I think he's a great quarterback, but he's getting old. Why would he move on? Like, where is he gonna go? Like, he can't go to the NFC because the NFC just about everyone has their quarterback. I can't think of any NFC team other than maybe Tampa Bay that doesn't have an official named quarterback. The AFC, Bills, Jets got their QB. Miami's a potential one, but I don't think he'd go to Miami. And, he's got a family. He's a family guy. I don't see why he would, go somewhere where it's, like, fun, like Miami, when he's got, a young family. So that's just my opinion. And then that's just my opinion on, where Tom Brady will go. I hope he chooses somewhere. If he goes somewhere, I'm hoping it's Indianapolis. It'll be great to see him in Indianapolis. But I also hope he doesn't leave. You can't really see Tom Brady just leaving. Even though he's probably getting chased out of the building now, or whatever. And I think him and Bill Belichick are just a great combination. Yeah. Anyways, I want to switch quick gears into the NBA, just to kind of talk about the NBA. Right now, Lakers and Milwaukee, top two teams in their respective conferences. The Clippers did lose to the Grizzlies, and like I said, Paul George sat out. No Patrick Beverley. Kawhi Leonard did play. Montrez, Lou Williams did play. I think Landry Shamet played. Getting blown out 140 to 117 is a shame for a team that's going to be a championship team, especially to a team that has a losing record, and a team that's looked at as rebuilding like the Grizzlies are meant to be. It's a shame, and I want the Clippers to get I want them to get the third or second seed, and I do think it's possible. Right now Denver's sitting at 2, and I think Denver's a fun team in the regular season, but once the playoffs come, they're not a great number 2 seed. I think they're going to be a second round exit, because if they face the Clippers in the second round, they're not going to win the Clippers. Houston's looking good. They're 4th right now in the West. Russell Westbrook and James Harden, we have yet to find out how they're going to play together in the postseason. They're two guys that have been known to kind of hide under the bus when it actually comes time to winning games. Oklahoma City, I love what Chris Paul's doing. He's great. I'm not surprised that Oklahoma City right now is currently in the 7th seed. But I will say that Chris Paul, he's been one of my favorite point guards since I started watching basketball. He's great, and I'm not surprised that he's lifted Oklahoma City up that high. Even though Dennis Schroeder's been going at it and Gilgeous-Alexander have been having good seasons, but that's just my opinion. I think that Oklahoma City is doing great, and I'm really happy. I knew they were going to sneak into the playoffs, and I know they're probably going to sneak into the playoffs. Maybe 7th or 8th seed, maybe 8th seed as the season goes on. Maybe they're going to want to rebuild, maybe because that was their intention. So they may try to trade Chris Paul, because Chris Paul's showing people that he can still hoop. So maybe he might get traded. I'm hoping to Miami, because I think him and Jimmy Butler will go really, really well. I think they need a legit point guard. I think they got Nunn and Dragic. I'm not sold on those guys in the playoffs. I think Chris Paul is a playoff-proven player, especially if Miami wants to get over the Philadelphia-Milwaukee hump that they'll probably end up facing in the second round. So, yeah, that's just my opinion. San Antonio Spurs, what's going on with them, and everyone else, like Portland's a shame. Like, they got Carmelo Anthony, but I feel like they only got Carmelo Anthony to be flashy, to be cool this year. I did hear CJ McCollum in trade rumors, and I did hear him closely associated with Philadelphia. If that happens, that's great for Philadelphia. Um, I love Philadelphia. I love Ben Simmons. I love what he's doing. Um, so if they can get a sharpshooter like CJ McCollum, I'm all for it. Um, anyways, switching kind of to the East. I was at the Chicago and Utah game, and I was actually impressed with how Chicago plays. The Bulls. I think they are a Jimmy Butler type of player away from like looking really good in the East, from like at least flirting with the 500 area. I think that, Jimmy Butler type of player for Chicago would benefit them, because they're a great young team. I just think they need a better coach, and I think they need a legit star. I don't think Zach LaVine's the answer. I think maybe Zach LaVine and a more veteran player, like maybe a potential Chris Paul, if anything, would definitely benefit Chicago. And like I said, the East is top heavy. I mean, they're lower seeds. After Brooklyn, it gets kind of really bad after that, and Brooklyn doesn't have Kyrie or KD, which to me looks really bad. But that's just my opinion. I think that the East is very, very top heavy. I mean, you got Milwaukee, you got Boston, you got Miami, and you got Philadelphia. And everyone else is just a mix of teams. Just team with really decent players and some that are just trying to rebuild. So that's my opinion. Like I said, we're close to midway to the season, so that's my predictions. I'll get more into the NBA once the NFL kind of ends. But right now, I'm just gonna kind of give you like a little bit of what I think about NBA teams right now. Also, if you want to see different things from me, I was saying earlier, I do want to do some like segments on shoes. I know I buy a lot of LeBron stuff, but still, I have a lot of basketball shoes. If you want me to talk about shoes, if you want me to talk about sports, whatever, I'll get into more of it. I'll get into more of college basketball once kind of NFL ends, and we get more into March Madness. That's when I'll get more into college basketball. I know a little bit about college basketball, college football. I haven't really watched much of it. I did watch the playoffs, and I did watch some bowl games, but it's about it. More NBA and NFL and baseball. I'll get more into all this other stuff once kind of football ends and the seasons become. So that's just my opinion on a lot of these sports. Let me know in the comments if you want me to do something differently. If you want me to maybe do more like a who are my top 10 teams in leagues. And I'll definitely get into my baseball predictions as I go on. But let me know what you guys want me to do. I know I did my top 5 games. I did my 4 games. Right now, I'm not looking so good. 39 seconds. Bills are still losing, but that's just. And I really want to do the top 10 teams in my opinion. So yeah, like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. Please leave some comments on maybe some opinions, some other things you want me to do. And thanks for watching, honestly.